we've been sold the protein, carbohydrates, fats, story. And that story isn't entirely accurate because it doesn't contain a significant amount of fiber. Now, why is fiber important to the human diet? Because fiber is what your bacteria culture lives on. The bacteria is the final stage of digestion, which converts your food into what you need. And again, if you don't have the right bacteria, you'll probably eat fiber and not feel good because you got no way of breaking it down. You don't make enzymes to break down that fiber. And so now when you eat, some people say, oh, when I eat salad, I feel sick or it hurts my belly. Yeah, that's because you don't have the right bacteria cultures in your stomach. With enzymes, every plant has the enzymes and it break down. So as soon as that plant dies, like the seal, or if you ate a fruit, what happens, it starts to convert it. Like if you leave an orange that's picked off a tree, an organic tree, and you set it on the counter, it goes bad really quick. But how come the orange in the store doesn't? How come that sits there for a whole week and doesn't go bad? Because they irradiate it. They literally microwave the fruit and destroy the enzymes. Why? Because anything over 114 or certain wave frequencies, like they do with the radiation, will kill and destroy the enzymes. Enzymes are the catalyst. They're involved in every chemical process from thinking to blinking. There's over 25,000 enzymes in the body. And some of these enzymes we're able to extract from food that converts our food naturally into what's good for us. If we've irradiated that orange, now our body has to manufacture enzymes to break down that orange.
Right.
The advantage of putting it on the shelf without any enzymes is that it'll stay there longer and they can make a profit. Okay, and I understand that. I'm not condemning people for that. I'm happy to go to the grocery store and get food, but I have to recognize that's not food like out of my garden. That's not like food out of the orchard. That's not
so different. It's so different.
So different. And we don't know. Most people don't know what a real tomato or a real carrot tastes like. People don't. If you go to my mom's garden, who's been a biodynamic gardener for like all her life, you go to her garden and you take a carrot out of the ground with dirt on it and everything, and you take a bite of it and you're like, I can't believe what this tastes like. Yeah. People don't know what a carrot tastes like. They don't know.
We have no idea. I mean, we have Vancouver, we got really good farmers markets here, and you got biodynamic farmers. Like we went and got tomatoes the other day, and we got tomatoes, lion's manes, mushrooms, and lobster mushrooms with a little bit of organic rice, and we put it up. We made enough, like a normal portion for everybody, and we had half the food left because everybody was satiated. You didn't have to say anything. Nobody ate more.
That's when you know you're in the right diet. You don't feel hungry. You feel like, I could eat. And when you eat, you don't feel like I need to eat more and more and more. I need dessert or I need this or that. That's a good subconscious indicator of where you're at. Now, I must say that genetically, I have a delay in satiation. So I can overeat very easily. It's my natural tendency because it's probably a survival mechanism that didn't have a lot of food from my ancestors. So if I got food, eat as much as I can. I can also fast very easily. I can switch into fasting mode and not eat for several days without any problem. When I fly overseas, I'll usually do 1 to 3 days without eating. I don't feel any drop off of energy. I don't feel hungry or whatever. And then when I eat, I can eat and I can go right into it. But enzymes are the converters. Enzymes and probiotics are the only elements that do work in your body. And there's a guy by the name, people can look this book up. It's called Enzyme Nutrition by Dr. Edward Howell. And here's what's really powerful about that book. Back in and he wrote another book called, it's a bigger book called Food Enzymes for Health and Longevity. He said those enzymes, so he studied every type of animal, rats, cats, dogs, you name it. And he fed them an enzyme deficient diet. And the advantage of it, you can watch generations with these animals because they live much shorter lives than humans. And what he did is he found out that if you fed animals an enzymatically deficient diet, here's what happened in the third generation. One, they started to develop genetic diseases. strange genetic diseases. There was an explosion in genetic diseases. Number two, they started to elicit social behavior that was not normal to the species. Cats didn't act like cats, dogs didn't act like dogs. Okay, what else happened? They lost the ability to procreate.